When you mess with the king, you better not miss. And when you challenge Chase Oliver, you better expect me to accept it, brother. That's right. Simply the Best, one of my loyal subscribers, challenged me to a silly thing. He said, Chase, I want you to do a solo video discussing the Royal Rumble, previewing and predicting it for 45 minutes. And I said, child, please. I did an hour-long Q&A by myself once before. I'm pretty sure I can talk about the WWE Royal Rumble. And when it comes to challenges, I'm not afraid to accept them. I accepted the 2016 final YWC Debate Challenge, and I'm pretty sure I won that one. I don't know, that's up to you guys. Check that out on the In the Rope Show channel when you get the chance. The link is in the description down below. So anyways, I figured that it would actually be a good idea to kind of do a long Royal Rumble preview for many different reasons. And I'll give you those reasons before we discuss about the Royal Rumble. And yes, Simply the Best, this counts as time added to the video. That's another reason why I did it. But number one reason why I figured that it's okay for me to have a long Royal Rumble preview. I haven't discussed most of the rumors and the signings about WWE, what they have done. And unless you guys watch my Q&As, I have talked about them, but I haven't made solo videos talking about them or solo videos talking about who I think should win the Rumble and all that other stuff and possible winners, top 5, top worst winners. You know, I haven't done any of those type of videos to talk about on this channel. So it allows me, when I get to the Royal Rumble match, to talk a little bit more about the Royal Rumble match in detail and talk about who I think are the best possible options as winners and who I think are the worst possible options as winners. Number two, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys maybe miss hearing my voice, my deep ass Randy Orton like voice, and seeing my kind of looking Randy Orton head. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys miss your Asian Randy Orton, so why not just look at me for at least 45 minutes? I mean, I'm not that bad looking, so maybe it helps that you guys get to see me. I'm not with a picture and talking with my friends on Skype. You guys actually get to see me and my facial emotions, so maybe that helps out a little bit. And number three, it's been a while since I have made like a solo video like this, where I actually talk and I have fun doing it, so why not get back into the swing of things? If you want to know the reasons why I haven't been really making videos, it's just more of like my work schedule. I just get tired after work. I work mostly nights, so when I get home, it's hard for me to fall asleep. I don't know why I can't fall asleep, so I stay up late watching Netflix or doing other stuff, and then plus social avenues with coworkers and stuff and my friends and stuff coming back to town. So it's just like making videos, it's just like, it's like I go on and I have a video planned, and then I just like try to film it, and then I just sit there looking at myself in the camera being like, what the fuck was I going to say in this video? So that's why I haven't been making videos. It's more of just like kind of like an exhaustion of a sorts of why I haven't been making videos, just because like I stay up too late and I don't get enough sleep like I should. So there you have it. That's the reason why I haven't been making videos as of late. But now let's talk about the topic at hand, the 2016 Royal Rumble, where the WWE World Heavyweight Championship will be defended in the 30-man Royal Rumble match. I almost said Iron Man. I don't know why, but that just popped in my head. But the 30-man Royal Rumble match is our main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championships. But before we could talk about that, we have to talk about the undercard. Oh, fuck. Let's see what we have here on the undercard. All right. On the pre-show, we have a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for 2 spots in the Royal Rumble match. So the teams that are competing are an actual tag team and the Dudley Boys. Okay. The Ascension. Okay. Whatever. Darren Young and Damian Sandow. What the fuck? Just because Titus O'Neil is kind of getting a push, like, you have to make Sandow and Young a tag team, whatever. But this tag team right here, I guess it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. Mark Henry and Jack Swagger, I mean, both are successful at their own crafts. I mean, Mark Henry is a world's strongest man, and Jack Swagger, you know, he has that real American gimmick. Mark Henry used to be in the Olympics. Jack Swagger is a credible athlete that wrestled at the University of Oklahoma and played some football there, so I guess it makes sense, you know, 2 great athletes joining together, but this just seems so random to me, like Jack Swagger and Mark Henry. Now look, I'm sorry. Look, let's compare this to clothing here. I don't care about the 2014 Damian Mizdow. That's old. I'm not going to wear that. Nor do I care about the 2013 Darren Young coming out of the closet. No one cares about Darren Young anymore. No one cares about Damian Mizdow. Let's face it. All you people who say, oh, I love Mizdow. Yeah, whatever. You lost him. You're done. You don't care about him. Let's move those clothing to the side. I don't give a crap about my 2014 hipster NXT phase of the Ascension. Goodbye, later. Don't care about wearing you. And unless Mark Henry is my 2012 Hall of Fame Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger is my 2009 goopy smile freaking doing push-ups Jack Swagger, I don't care about them. Give me my old retro 2001 Dudleys. Give me the skinny Dudleys. I'll take the skinny Dudleys over Jack Swagger and Mark Henry, over Damian Sandow or whatever gimmick he's running in, Derek Young, and especially over the Ascension. And, you know, Devon's never been in a Royal Rumble match, so it'd be nice for Devon to put that in his career. Add more success to the Dudleys. So who cares about all the other bums? Let's give it to the Dudley boys. Alright, next up we have Charlotte with the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair taking on Becky Lynch. Now, I will confess something here. Becky Lynch is actually pretty good on the microphone. I'm actually liking... Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. I might have to puke a little bit, but I am actually liking the storyline between Becky and Charlotte. Because I feel that there's a better progression of the characters actually hating each other, unlike, you know, Paige and Charlotte, which felt like a never-ending feud and just so excruciating to watch. I feel Becky, just her way she is, who she is as a person, and just how she talks on the microphone, I actually believe half the shit she says to Charlotte in this storyline compared to with what I think was Paige was trying to say to Charlotte. Because one thing about Paige is this: she sucks on the microphone. I'm sorry. For all you Paige fanboys on there, Paige is doo-doo bad on the microphone. But Becky has really, and I mean really, really impressed me in this storyline. Now, maybe it's because the Divas division is really, really fucking bad that, you know, this little glimmer in a pile of shit is making me feel like it feels good. I don't care. Whatever this feeling is, I like it. That's just the bottom line when it comes down to it. It can be, you know, surrounded by the Duffs, and you know what Duff means, that ugly fat friend. It can be surrounded by the other Duffs in the Divas division, whatever crap else they have going there in the Total Divas. But I will say I am enjoying what Becky Lynch is doing in this feud. Not necessarily Charlotte. Charlotte's character hasn't really changed to me. She's just kind of being a bitch, but at the same time, I just don't buy it, because every time I see Charlotte, it looks like she's about to cry. Like, every time I look at this girl's face, it's like, it looks like she's about to freaking break down in tears. But Becky has been doing really, really good work. And since she's doing such really good work, we're not going to reward her for it. Instead of giving Becky Lynch a nice little short Divas title reign so you could have Charlotte win it back, thus adding more heel heat to Charlotte, they're just going to have Charlotte cheat to win this match, and it'll be whatever, Becky Lynch, goodbye, thank you for trying. Which is a shame, because I feel like Becky Lynch has really improved here in this storyline, because there's no doubt Becky Lynch, very talented in the ring, but when I looked at Becky Lynch and I compared her to Paige, I was saying to myself, she's just the next Paige. She's just some English woman that they found, and I know Becky Lynch is from fucking Ireland, but I'm saying from the England territory, the UK territory, people, but she's just some freaking foreign woman that they found, and they're just going to use her for the foreign tours, and that's it. That's what I really thought with Becky Lynch, because that's what they basically have done with Paige. But Becky Lynch has actually molded herself really well, and I think the WWE would benefit giving Becky Lynch the Divas title here, even if it's just for a short week or a short 3 weeks, to have Charlotte win the Divas title back in a more excruciating way, just to show how desperate she is to become champion. Again, you know, to keep the belt in her grasp, just to show how evil Charlotte's becoming. I feel that would be a better progression, but what the fuck do I know? So yeah, Charlotte's going to win this match. The New Day taking on the Usos. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't. Like, seriously, the Usos are so lazy, man. The Uso dances became lazy as hell, man. Remember when the Usos actually tried to dance? Now they just do this. They don't even move anymore. They don't even try. It's just like, they're just so lazy with it. It's disgusting to me. It's like, they, they look like bums now, the Usos. Like, I used to like the Usos a lot. I used to say, you know what, the Usos are pretty cool, but now they just look like bums. They're coming out and they're like, they feel like John Cena of the tag team division. They come out in some fucking colorful ass gear. You know, they do the same little spots, the same little moves. Yeah, sure, it's different because they're flying Usos, Mago. But they're still just doing the same shit. And the New Day, like, don't get me wrong, they're funny. But I like when the New Day are accidentally funny. You know, when they're not trying so hard to be funny. When the New Day just does stuff naturally, they're funny. But when they try to be funny, that's when they're so unbearable to watch to me. I'm just saying to myself, oh my fucking god, you guys are pathetic. Because sometimes they talk way too damn much, the New Day. That's my problem with Bray Wyatt nowadays, is that Bray Wyatt talks way too damn much. I would think that the New Day talks way too damn much sometimes on WWE Raw, and I like when they would actually do funny stuff accidentally or naturally instead of always talking, trying to get a laugh out of me. So really, to be honest here, I don't care who wins this match. Just keep it the belts on the New Day because they seem more entertaining. Del Rio and Kalisto. Oh god, the fuck is WWE doing with this storyline? Okay, so for shock value, because you knew Brock Lesnar was going to be on Raw, and you knew people might tune into Raw that week, you decided to have Kalisto become the new WWE United States Champion. Alright, fine, that's good. What are you going to do next? Well, the next SmackDown, we're going to have Kalisto lose to Del Rio because the League of Nations came out and distracted him. So you're telling me Alberto Del Rio, who beat John Cena 100% clean, all of a sudden is struggling with freaking the wannabe Rey Mysterio. And he needs freaking Bad News Barrett's help, or Wade Barrett, or King Barrett, whatever his dumbass name is. He needs Barrett's help to win the U.S. title back. Give me a fucking break. It's fucking Kalisto. And the worst part is about this is that, like, you know, Kalisto and Del Rio, of course, have good chemistry. So it's going to be a decent match either way. But it's like, there's no stipulation. There's, like, no stakes at all. It's just singles match for the WWE United States title. There's nothing like a 2 out of 3 falls match, which you would think would make sense. You know, they didn't make this into, like, a best of something series. So at least they're giving Del Rio and Kalisto something to do for the next few weeks. And giving a reason why they're wrestling each other. You don't have it where, oh, the League of Nations can't come at ringside gimmick. I mean, it's just a straight up match. Like, honestly, you're going to have this be just some straight up match, and you're going to have Kalisto, John Cena, Superman his way into winning the U.S. title again? Go right ahead. Sounds good to me. I think Kalisto as U.S. champion would be something fresh. Not the biggest fan of the wannabe Rey Mysterio, that's for damn sure, but hey, you need to sell the masks. Vince McMahon wants to sell those masks. Rey Mysterio was a good marketing success for him. Why the fuck not with Kalisto? It's not like Del Rio's moving the merchandise. As much as I love my boy Del Rio, he doesn't do shit when it comes to the dollar signs at the WWEshop.com. But Kalisto, if you actually get behind him and you actually do crap with him, maybe some people will actually follow suit and believe in the little guy. And it's not like Kalisto's bad. I mean, people are still talking about his 6th spot at TLC. I mean, that spot was insane. He seems like an easy guy that a lot of people would actually tune in to watch. Like, when I look at some wrestlers that I can show my friends and say, yeah, this is a cool guy in wrestling, Kalisto is definitely probably one of them. Yeah, I mean, he's not the biggest guy out there, but that's a little bit of appeal to him. And not only that, he does some crazy-ass ninja kicks, and he flies in the air, and he flips and shit. Pretty sure it helps with that ESPN Sports Center crap you got going on, WWE. So why not just give the belt to Kalisto again? Or you can just be predictable, keep Del Rio as your champion, and see where that goes. I'm just picturing the image of Kalisto, like, fucking Supermaning, like, Rusev and freaking Bad News Barrett and Del Rio just to win the U.S. title. Like, fucking wanted that. Like, Rey Mysterio wouldn't even do that shit. At least Rey Mysterio, when he was, like, odds were against him, he would lose fucking matches. It's like, Just picturing fucking Kalisto doing that. Just, I don't know. That's just hilarious to me. Lucha. Oh. I don't know why I'm laughing at Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, but just seeing this match and it being a last man standing match for the Intercontinental title. Oh, God. I don't care about this storyline. This whole Dean Ambrose 1 week attacks Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens the next week attacks Dean Ambrose, and now they're having a last man standing match. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't care. This match will be good. Oh, yeah, it's Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match. Sure, it'll be fine. It'll be an easy watch. It will bleed through the time easily for me. No doubt about it. But I just don't care. Because I don't know what the fuck this is doing to set up Kevin Owens for WrestleMania. And I don't know what the fuck this is doing to Dean Ambrose setting up for WrestleMania. I mean, Kevin Owens, right now, doesn't really have anything. You're missing your golden child in John Cena, who I'll get to in a moment. But you're missing John Cena. You know, rumors and reports of Kevin Owens may be facing Brock Lesnar or The Undertaker. And you're telling me this motherfucker can't be Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match is supposed to help Kevin Owens out. And then Dean Ambrose, you know, we don't know what the fuck he's going to do. But it's just like, this is the best you could do. I mean, don't get me wrong. With the right storyline and the right character progression, this match would actually be pretty damn gnarly. I would be pretty much down for it. But it's just like, it's just kind of like having these two, having a last man standing match just for the sake of it. It's not like there's some real build-up between there. I mean, look, in my WWE 2K16 universe, I can have heel Kalisto attack John Cena all I want, but that's not a fucking storyline. That's just shit most heels do. And by the way, heel Kalisto is a real thing in my WWE 2K16 universe. He is unstoppable. Unfucking stoppable. This dude cannot be beat. Not even face Jey Uso, after splitting up with the Usos, could beat him. So he is very fucking good. But that's retracting from the point, but to the point ahead. It's not like this is actually built up for a reason. There's like really no substance or reason why Kevin Owens wants this match or Dean Ambrose wants this match. It's just kind of like, hey, we've been attacking each other when we both have been laid out, so it has to be a last man standing match. It's like there's not a really good substance storyline behind it, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I just don't see. I mean, it's going to be a good match. Like I don't expect this match to suck. I mean, it's Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens in a freaking last man standing match. You've seen what these fuckers did on the Independence with barbed wire, glass, thumbtacks, needles, and all that other crap. And glass. Yeah, you know, I think I said glass, but I wasn't sure. But I'm pretty sure that these guys will actually do something. So, really fun in the PG level, of course. But now let's talk about the real reason why I'm making this video. The real reason why this is the Royal Rumble event, and that's the 30-man Royal Rumble match. New face of fear! It is I once again, Bray Wyatt, here to talk about to all of you why I'm going to win the WWE Royal Rumble match. You see, it seems like finally the stars are aligning. It seems like finally, after my failed attempts at going over Roman Reigns and The Undertaker, that I can become the WWE Champion. Think about it, people. Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 32. Oh, what a lovely song that would be. I'm the champion, and my cult tries to protect me, but they fail. They all fail as the Beast Incarnate tries to get me. But he can't touch me. And then I conquer the beast, and soon I conquer the world. Sure, a lot of you guys are saying, Bray, these are all just words you're saying. Everything you say is bullshit. Everything you say doesn't get backed up. You're not a threat. You're a joke. You're a chump. You're a hobo. I'm not like my brother Bo. I'm not a social outcast. I'm the ruler of the world. And at the Royal Rumble, you guys will finally accept me. You guys will finally love me, and especially you, Chase Oliver. You will finally realize why I'm the new face of fear. I'm coming, and I'm finally gonna be a main eventer. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulty. I don't know what happened. I was filming the preview and predictions. Hopefully this doesn't cut out the challenge or anything like that. Still wearing the same shirt. It's still the same lighting as I was doing the video. Just some weird error. My camera has been fucking up as of late. So anyways, now it is time to talk about the 30-man Royal Rumble match. Yes! It is your boy, Chase Bolivar, the #1 believer in the YWC. It's been a while since I've seen all you guys. Sorry that I haven't been there with you. I've been actually studying at college. Yeah, I know, Chase Bolivar at college, but I've been going to the University of Stanford. Chris McCaffrey made me believe again that anything's possible for white people in football, especially that's not a quarterback. But that's besides the point. I wanted to talk about the WWE Royal Rumble 2016. I heard Chase was going to make a preview and predictions video soon about this, and I know probably Chase right now, you guys are sick and tired of the negativity that he is bringing to your channel. You are probably saying to yourselves, Chase, you should appreciate this Royal Rumble card. I mean, I look at this card, and I'm being dead honest when I say it, probably card of the year. I don't even know if WrestleMania 32 could top this card. I mean, we had Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. I mean, have you seen their battles on NXT? This is going to be awesome. The New Day and the Usos just have chemistry for days. And Kalisto and Del Rio. Oh, these are all going to be great matches. But the one match I want to talk about most is the Royal Rumble match and address one Bray Wyatt who decided to insult Bo Dallas. Now, that's true. Bo Dallas has been having a rocky patch in his career, but it's okay because he believes. He understands that you need to take these rocky paths to make yourself a better person. And what he's doing by aligning himself with Ambrose, who was never given a fair shake in the WWE, by aligning himself with Heath Slater, probably one of the most entertaining guys in the WWE, and last year's Royal Rumble winner in Curtis Axel, he's doing the right thing. He's just trying to make himself better by surrounding himself with positive influences. It's not wrong to be a social outcast. Look, guys, at Stanford, I know it's hard to believe, but no one hangs out with me. It's true. I sit in my dorm room sometimes just by myself. I don't even think a girl talked to me once when I went there. But it doesn't matter to me. Because I know that being a social outcast is okay. Because Bo Dallas makes it okay. It's okay to be by yourself sometimes. I know a lot of people have dreams of always just being surrounded by all these people. But it's okay just to have a few close friends. I mean, really, my only friend is Chase. And I don't even talk to him like that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, his imaginary friend, Little Chris. Besides that, no one else. So it's okay, people, to be by yourselves. You don't always need other people in your life. All you need to do is believe. And I believe that the WWE Royal Rumble 2016 is going to be the best event of 2016. I am saying that right now. There's not going to be a better event until Fastlane 2016. Why? Because everything that WWE does is awesome. All you need to do is believe. I can't wait to talk to you guys again. You know, these camera issues are pissing me off more than my AT&T Uverse. Now, it is time for me to discuss the 2016 Royal Rumble match. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I don't know what the fuck is happening. But I will say I'm getting pissed off. Let's try it again. Let's see if nothing else happens. It is time to talk about the 2016 Royal Rumble match. Oh, I guess we're still here. Finally. Finally, as The Rock would say. Too bad he's not in the match. The Rock has a new movie to film. Fuck you, Vince. But let's talk about the 2016 Royal Rumble match, shall we? Let's talk about the insanity that could be ensued. So as we all know, watching Monday Night Raw, WWE made a huge mistake because they decided to give Roman Reigns the number one position in the Rumble match. That's something for me to discuss about a little bit later on. Let's talk about the juicy rumors leading into the Royal Rumble match. One rumor in particular being that AJ Styles could be a surprise entrant in this Royal Rumble match. Now, AJ Styles coming to WWE, that's imminent. We don't know when he's going to debut, but it's pretty much he's going to show up sooner by next week or later. You know, he's going to be showing up in the next few weeks. That's pretty exciting. I've always been an AJ Styles fan. I hope he does well in the WWE. Just the Royal Rumble debut for him, it'd be good, but I don't know what they would be setting up with AJ Styles in the Rumble. I don't know how they would do it. I don't know what would make, sense for AJ Styles to go after. Like, who should he go after? Who should he eliminate? What positioning should he be? I mean, because if you're bringing him, and especially because it's going to be in Orlando, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some TNA fans that will actually give a pop and give a shit to AJ Styles there that will help him out, transition well to other WWE crowds because they'll be like, oh, the people like this guy, so maybe we should like him too. So definitely could help him out, but where do you position AJ in this match if you're going to debut him? Is he going to make the Final Four? Are you going to mention his success from that other company that you like to mention? All the other companies, you like to mention New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, but when it comes to the three letters of TNA, for whatever reason, WWE doesn't like their superstars mentioning them. I mean, look at the table for three with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's probably one of his best runs in his career was in TNA. One of his most notable runs, one of the runs that most people kind of followed Joe from. And he was talking about Ring of Honor like it was no big deal. And then he said, and then I went to another company and tried to do stuff there. And it was like he didn't even say what that other company is. I don't know what reason why WWE still doesn't want to mention TNA. TNA at this point is irrelevant. They're not going to hurt your ratings whatsoever. Sorry, TNA fanboys, it's true. Sorry, OK Fabe, that one Wrestling Report analyst for TNA. It's true, my friend, that TNA is not going to hurt WWE. So I do not know why in the blue hell WWE is still afraid to mention shit from TNA. Where are you going to put AJ Styles in this match? Who is going to eliminate? What are you going to set him up for? That's the main question, the main thing. Because, to be honest here, it's not like AJ Styles is some WWE legend looking for a paycheck just to come in and out of the Rumble just to have a nostalgia pop. I mean, it's fine when the legends do that because when they get eliminated, it's like, whatever, the legend got eliminated. But when it comes down to it with AJ Styles, who has been a guy that, has some street cred, and a guy that I'm pretty sure you're not going to be using on a part-time basis, and someone that is going to be someone on the main roster, you got to put him in a good position. So it's going to be interesting when it comes down to AJ Styles. As for potential people who I think would be the worst winners, if you were to give the belt to them, and keep in mind, I'm not going to go through all the Royal Rumble list. I'm just going to talk about main guys, like, pretty much when it comes down to it, like Big Show and Chris Jericho. I don't see why they should win this match at all. I don't see why giving Bray Wyatt the World Championship would be any of a good idea. Because really, to be honest here, Bray Wyatt, to me, as a champion would just be a waste of time. Just being real here. I mean, what are you going to do with Bray Wyatt? I mean, maybe feud him with Lesnar for the belt, but I don't think that's interesting, and I don't think anyone would care about that. And then when it comes down to it, other guys that I see that are kind of big names, Sheamus. I don't see giving Sheamus back the belt as a good option whatsoever. To me, there's only really 5 people that you give the belt to in this situation. And I'm going to name off the 5 people. Number 5, Daniel Bryan, the farm animal. Bah, bah, bah. I know Daniel Bryan's not cleared by the WWE masses. I know WWE doesn't want to clear the GOAT. But for whatever reason, if he somehow finds his way into the freaking Rumble, you might as well just throw the belt on him before wrestling fans start to do #cancel the network again. especially if he's going to be a surprise entrant in this Royal Rumble match. I think it would be ridiculous unless Brock Lesnar or Triple H eliminates him to have Daniel Bryan lose in that situation. Number 4 would have to be John Cena. Now, I know people are going to be all like, but Chase, John Cena's injured. I know this. We all know this. This is a John Cena injury. What? You think John Cena gives a fuck about an injury? I remember all the other John Cena injuries that he's suffered. And he's come back stronger than ever, quicker than ever. Do I really think that, John Cena is going to miss WrestleMania 32 in Dallas? Fuck no. You'll be smoking some shit if John Cena misses WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. So, really, to be honest here, if John Cena is somehow clear and he wins the Rumble, I am not going to be upset about it because it's only inevitable that John Cena becomes the 16-time world champion. And also, if you need a safe main event, John Cena is your dude. And if you need someone to put over Roman Reigns, I guess it has to be Cena. So you know what? I'm fine with John Cena winning this Royal Rumble match. He's okay in my book. Number 3, Brock Lesnar. Because I feel like Lesnar is like the ultimate safe option. He is definitely a big-time appeal guy. People will watch him when he's champion. Not only that, he has a lot of history with a lot of superstars, so there's a lot of different storylines you can go with Brock Lesnar as your WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Not only that, Reigns versus Lesnar 2 does seem like a good enough main event for WrestleMania 32, in my personal opinion. I mean, Reigns versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 31 was a really good match. Now you can have it where these two behemoths are going to actually now settle the score this time, and especially now Roman Reigns feels like a little bit more of a credible dude than he did before. A little bit more people are backing behind him, and he's had such a good run. Maybe now this match could actually kick it up another year. I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking. Number 2 would be Roman Reigns, keeping the belt on him. But at this point, I wouldn't even want to keep the belt on him because WWE is stupid. Because, one, they gave Roman Reigns the number 1 entry. And I know people are going to be like, but Chase, wouldn't that be good for Reigns? I mean, he's the number 1 babyface, and the Authority are trying to do everything in their power to screw him. It's like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But the thing is this. This is like a John Cena booking. This is like something they were probably saving for Cena, that they wanted to give to Cena, but they never jumped the trigger on giving it to Cena. If Reigns goes in at number 1 and he survives, and they make this like the longest Royal Rumble record, I mean, because Reigns already has the most eliminations in the Royal Rumble, why not also give him the longest Royal Rumble appearance of all time? I mean, I think little Rey Mysterio has it. I'm pretty sure Triple H wants to wash that out of the mouth of the WWE and say, give it to Roman Reigns. I'm sorry. I've seen Cena do so much Super Cena crap in my career that not even him kicking out after a DDT on concrete and burying the Nexus compares to if Roman Reigns enters number 1 at the Royal Rumble match and wins to retain his title. That would be borderline ridiculous. Ridiculous. You want people to get behind this guy? This is not how you do it. This is how you get people to get behind Roman Reigns. Instead of announcing it on Raw, or, they did the drawing on Raw. Instead of having it where Reigns pulls out the number 1 ball, you have it where Reigns outsmarts the Authority. Kind of like what Stone Cold would do with Vince McMahon back in the day, or what The Rock would do back in the day when he was feuding with the McMahon-Helmsley era. You have it where Reigns outsmarts them. That way people can get a good chuckle. You can keep Roman Reigns as a nice light comedy character, but also you don't have it where he's the majority in this match. So you have it where, they're doing the drawing, and Vince and Stephanie, they're all sitting there licking their chops, and then Reigns pulls out the ball. They think they got all the number 1 balls in there, and then Reigns shows them, and it's the number 27. And Reigns goes, you guys thought that you could outsmart me, but also I outsmarted you. Believe that. And I decided to grab the number that has the most Royal Rumble winners in 27. And that right there would make it where it's not like Reigns is some dumb meathead and all he can do is just Superman punch and spear. It's like, oh, this Roman Reigns actually has personality. This Roman Reigns actually has a fucking brain. He's not just some fucking meathead that walks down the stairs. The cock fist has a fucking brain. That's cool. That can get him behind. Nice little sense of humor. We get a Vince McMahon spaz where he's like, and all that other stuff. Great TV. Fun fucking stuff. That would have helped Roman Reigns out a bit. And not only that, you wouldn't have to suffer watching Roman Reigns throughout this Rumble, because really, to be honest here, let's be real here. All Roman Reigns is going to be doing most of this match is laying in the corner and telling the guy who's kicking him to lay off on the kicks a little bit. Let's just be real here and do some false eliminations where we have to hear Michael Cole say, look out, Reigns is almost eliminated. Reigns is almost eliminated. So I don't think Reigns entering at number 1 is the best option. At this point, him staying as champion is fine with me. That's why he's at my number 2 spot, because I still think that you should ride the hand that is Roman Reigns. I think he's doing a pretty solid job as champion right now. And especially if you want to build him as a champion heading into Mania, sure, go right ahead. But at the same time, it would just be like, to me, if you make Reigns wins this Rumble match, it's so above and beyond Super Cena crap. If anyone says, LOL, Cena wins, or, oh, this is some John Cena booking, no, this would be the decorative of the Roman Reigns booking era. Of LOL Roman Reigns era, if he wins this Rumble match starting at number 1. Because like I said, John Cena has done some fucking crazy ass shit in his career, has overcome his stupid ass obstacles. He has done so much BS in his career. But nothing that John Cena has ever done could compare to Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble match at number 1 and retaining the title. This almost feels like John Cena would have booked this himself. It's like, hey Vince, you know what would be a good idea? What is it, John? How about I'm the champion heading into Rumble, and I enter number 1 and I win the Rumble. You know what, John? That sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. And then they just totally forgot about it because they were drunk or something, and then all of a sudden Vince found it and said, I was going to save this for John, but since he's injured, Roman, it's your turn. I mean, not even Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan would have done this shit. I mean, Stone Cold has done some Super Cena-esque things, and I know Stone Cold was way before John Cena, but let's face it, Super Cena term is kind of now engraved in our brains and stuff like that. But Stone Cold even did his Super Cena type things. Hulk Hogan has even done his Hulkamania type things, but they would have never, and I mean never, entered the Royal Rumble at number 1 and would have won it, retained the championship, eliminating almost everyone. I mean, I know people are going to be like, but Chase, guys like Shawn Michaels and, you know, He Who Shall Not Be Named entered at number 1 and 1. Yeah, but the thing was, Shawn Michaels, that win was kind of surprising, and not only that, Shawn Michaels was in one of the shortest Royal Rumbles ever, if I remember his number 1 win. The guy who should not be named, I almost said his name. The guy who shall not be named, yes, he was being built as the underdog in that match, but the thing was, the whole Rumble wasn't just focused on if he is going to win. It was like, oh, Goldberg's entering at 30. Will he win and get a shot at the world title again? You know, is Undertaker going to make a surprise appearance? Randy Orton, he had some shit going on, I believe, with Mick Foley at that time. You know, there was a bunch of other different stuff that was like, you know, pretty much not focused on he who should not be named. Like, don't get me wrong, he was a main player in the Rumble. It was definitely like, you know, you felt like he was a favorite to win it, but it wasn't like he was just the only one. In this one, it's like the main focus is on Reigns and the title. It's focused on him keeping the belt. The whole reason they made this match is so that way they can see if he can keep the championship. It's so Super Cena booking, stacking all the odds against him and him overcoming the obstacles that there is no obstacles. So that's the problem if you keep Reigns as champion. But there's no problem with my number 1 guy that you should make champion, and that is Triple H. I don't see the problem in giving Triple H the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to me that 10 years ago, Triple H was putting over a John Cena at WrestleMania 22 to establish him as the next top star. And now we're back at WrestleMania 32, and Triple H is doing the same shit for Roman Reigns. But fuck it, if it's not broke, don't fix it. WWE relies on the past anyway, so keep on relying on it until they're broken and done with it. I am fine with Triple H becoming WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I made a video a long time ago talking about I need a real heel champion in wrestling. I need someone to believe in as world champion in wrestling when Seth Rollins was our world champion. I needed that. I needed it. And I still need it. I still need a Triple H WWE World Heavyweight title run. I think the timing is right for it. I think Triple H would make the perfect guy as world champion heading into WrestleMania this year. I mean, Brock Lesnar, sure, the nice safe option, but really, to be honest, sometimes the safe option is not the best option. Sure, Reigns, he's just in the thick of his title run, but you know what? At the end of it all, sure, it was a good moment on Raw that Reigns won the belt. Sure, Reigns could do so much more as champion than a Triple H that would just drop it to him at WrestleMania anyways, but who knows? I mean, Triple H politics are some of the best politics we've ever seen. For all we know, Triple H could bury fucking Roman Reigns and keep the belt till SummerSlam for all we know. So really, to be honest here, Triple H would be one of the best options for me to win the Royal Rumble. In fact, at number 30, you better have Triple H come out there and eliminate almost everyone with a sledgehammer. And not only that, it gives Triple H, more heel heat than he needs as an authority figure. I mean, because the problem with me always has been with Triple H as the authority figure is that Triple H, he has so much credibility as an in-ring performer, and this guy always consistently puts out good in-ring performances, that it's hard for me to believe that, a lot of the superstars on the roster would want to stand up and try to kick this guy's ass. I mean, let's face it here. Why would anyone want to mess with Triple H? This guy is a former 13-time world champion. This guy has had numerous successful matches against The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the list can go on and on. The Undertaker, for fuck's sake, Shawn Michaels. I mean, this guy has a great pedigree behind him. It's not like Vince McMahon was like a dude who never wrestled before. So it's believable and fun to see Vince get his ass kicked. When it comes to Triple H, there's nothing really there. And it's we kind of need to get Triple H back to Evolution Triple H, where he needs all this help to kind of win the belt, just to show that, age has caught up to him. Because, don't get me wrong, Triple H can still put on really good matches. He still looks a credible force. He keeps his body in great shape. He looks freaking legit all the time when you see him. But at the same time, it's hard for you to say, oh, who would stand up to this guy? I mean, if Triple H was your fucking boss, would you really stand up to him? And I know Vince is in incredible shape, but like I said, when you look at the track record and history of what Triple H has done in the ring compared to Vince McMahon, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not fucking trying to get into Triple H's bad side. Are you kidding me? But if you add more of a cowardness to Triple H, where you have it where he enters 30 in the Rumble, and he has, all these guys coming out there to help him win the Rumble match and all that other crap, it'll just add more to him and show that Triple H maybe lost a step. Maybe Triple H digressed over the years, or maybe that his last best performance was against Sting. I don't know. Maybe this is just overthinking, overlooking the story, overlooking value, but to me, it would help out Triple H adding more of a coward heel to him and showing that maybe Triple H lost a step or two and he's not really the threat that we used to know and love. So, really, to be honest here, Triple H would be a really perfect heel champion heading into your biggest show of the year. So, my prediction, though, is for the Royal Rumble match, is that Triple H will win. And I hope he wins. Like I said, I think the worst winner in this match would be possibly Bray Wyatt, because I don't know what the fuck you would do with him as champion, in my personal opinion. I think Reigns is a pretty decent winner, but Super Cena, aka now Super Reigns, if Reigns wins in the fashion that he does. And all the other guys that I mentioned, Lesnar's a safe option, Cena and Bryan are cool and all, but I feel like the best option for this Rumble is Triple H. And also, if you're going to bring in AJ Styles, actually do shit with him and make sure he doesn't feel irrelevant or feel like he's not really that big of a star. Yeah, I know WWE's not going to do that, but, you can't just have AJ Styles come out and, do a couple flying forearms and AJ Styles type stuff and nothing comes out of it. So, set him up for WrestleMania. But overall, for this year's Royal Rumble, I will say this. Kind of excited for it. Mainly because of the championship match. That one is definitely keen on my eye. You know, there's a couple other matches, like I said, will be good. You know, I'm pretty sure Charlotte and Becky can pull out a good match, and Owens and Ambrose is going to be a fine PG last man standing match. But for the most part, I will say that the WWE Royal Rumble 2016 seems like a more optimistic show to me. Like, I actually feel like there's going to be a lot of good coming out of it if the WWE puts in some effort and actually gives us good storylines. So, really, to be honest here, I'm very optimistic looking at onward to the road to WrestleMania. But what are your guys' thoughts on the 2016 Royal Rumble? Comment down below your thoughts. Tell me who you guys think are going to give the Royal, who's going to win the Royal Rumble, and give your predictions. If you guys like this Royal Rumble preview video, give this one a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68, where I'll tweet out video updates and random sports thoughts that I have. Check out my SoundCloud, where I talk sports with my good friend Matt, that I know in real life. Chase and Matt talk sports. We got a lot to talk about. We haven't done an episode in a week, so it's going to be a little bit crazy, especially with Super Bowl running around, so that's going to be fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you all for this Sunday for the WWE Royal Rumble review. Peace out.